Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 41 of the Pichu London Cup Series. Today we're at Talladega Super Speedway for the running of the Yellowwood 500. And this is the last race before our season finale at Zandvoorts. And after this race we're about to reveal who will be in the Championship 4 and who will fight for the title at Zandvoorts next weekend. On the pole is the 20 of Maxwell Smart. On the outside will be the 12 of Chris Leone. Row 2 is the 1 of Ryan Durante and the 47 Daniel Bouchard. We already know he's in the Championship 4 after his win at North Wilkesboro a while back. Robert Smith, Sharon Evans are in row 3, and Nathan Ormond and Coda Butcher round out the top 8 among the playoff drivers here today. Chen Zi is making his last start of the season in the 74 car here today. And here are the rest of the drivers competing here just to win at Talladega. It's going to be a lot of fun here today, I'm sure of it, and we might see an unexpected winner today. Philip Goldberg also making his final start of the season in the number 23 car. That 2311 team will be full-time next season. Maybe a new driver will take the spot. Garrett Albertson, who was our winner last week at Texas, and he'll start in the middle of the pack as well. And finally, Max Ferrier. He's going to be starting the last 2 races of the season since they're in super speedways. And you'll notice one driver is missing, and that is Pichu. And Pichu has decided to not compete here today. He's decided to give up his spot for Philip Goldberg and Chen Zi so they can make their final starts of the season here at Talladega. Grayson Acevedo, the last of the part-timers, will make his final start next week at Zandvoorts along with Max Ferrier, who's competing in the super speedway events here this season. So a nice gesture by Pichu to allow one more part-time entry into this field at Talladega to see if we can add some more interest and intrigue at this race. It already does have more than enough because 7 drivers are competing for final 3 spots in the Championship 4, all trying to make it in for the championship. So it's going to be a lot of fun here at Talladega. I'm sure it's going to be exciting. It's going to be off the walls crazy. Hope you guys will join us here for all of the race. Anyway, it'll be a 20-lap race split into 2 stages of 10 laps each. So the green flag waves, we're underway at Talladega, and the first stage is kicking off here and the Yellowwood 500. I'm sure the lead is going to be taken. I'm sure that there's going to be a new leader at almost every turn. These guys are all trying to plan out the perfect strategy of staying out and trying to stay out of the wreckage and get themselves in the Championship 4. Maxwell Smart, though, is off to a great start. Robert Smith just moved up to 2nd spot. This is just the first lap, though. First of 2 10-lap stages here at Talladega. So even if they wreck out in stage 1, they're still going to be in the race in stage 2. That could mean that they might be able to redeem themselves after wrecking out in stage 1. Gives them every driver a second chance to come back and win this race after wrecking on the first stage. That's what super speedway racing is all about here in the PLCS. And how about this? JD Figueroa moves up to 3rd spot. He is really making the most of his opportunity. Up to 3rd. And they're 4 wide in the middle packs. Oh man, they're 4 wide. They know that one slip up could cause a big crash. We've seen big crashes happen here at Talladega. I'm sure they're trying to save it though for stage 2. They're trying to go all out in stage 2 and really leaving it all on the line. Van Tracy Battle works his way up to 2nd spot. Another former playoff driver, also trying to get back and win here at Talladega. Trying to be among one of the many winners at this track. And Maxwell Smart somehow has pulled away. I don't know how he did it. He's pulled away from the rest of the pack, but I'm sure it's not going to be for long. He's not going to be able to pull away with the lead for long. But here at Talladega, you just rarely see that. But maybe if you pull out too far, you're going to be in trouble. Van Tracy Battle in the second spot, and now he's trying to gain on Maxwell Smart. Just trying to get that lead into stage 2. Oh, they're beating and banging, and here they go. They're probably going to start to wreck each other out. They're saving it. I don't know how they did that. Daniel Bouchard was in the middle of that mix with Isaiah Bernesh and the 19 of Unleash Your Quillies, and somehow they made it through without wrecking. Wow, it's a miracle. But it sets up the pack, but it divides the pack, and some of those playoff drivers are involved in that. So they're gonna have to hope for a better stage 2 for them to make a comeback. Guess what? Van Tracy Battle just took the lead. So Van Tracy Battle just took the lead now and nearly at the halfway point in stage number 1. Cassie Reynolds, Toby Smith all leading the other half, trying to all catch up to this pack before the end of the stage. And second place is between Zachary Fitzwater and Igor Barreto. There's Quinn Porter right behind them drafting. Here comes Barreto. He wants this lead. Chen Zi, former champion of the PLCS, also wants to win here today. They're 4 wide now. And here comes Daniel Bouchard. Bouchard making a comeback after nearly getting wrecked early in the race. And now he's up to 3rd place. He already is in the championship 4, but he wants to win and get that momentum going. He wants to win at Talladega and win at St. Joltis to claim the championship. I don't know if any driver's ever done that before in the PLCS, but Daniel Bouchard's looking to be the first. Isaiah Bernesh is in the lead now. Look at him. The 6 car came out of nowhere and he has taken the lead. Isaiah Bernesh, a former playoff driver, trying to get his 4th win of the season. And Maxwell Smart trying to get back that lead. He's going to try to do so on the bottom right here. Looks like the pack is caught up. 4 laps to go. Stage number 1 here at Talladega. Still anybody's game here in this race. Anybody could win here at Talladega. Cassie Reynolds into the top 5 right now. Maxwell Smart just retook the lead. Toby Smith right behind the 48. Also trying to win here this season. A lot of these drivers haven't won this season. All trying to get a win and their season on top. St. Joltis, they know it's going to be insane. That race is going to be insane. How crazy will it be? We don't even know yet. Until next week's race at St. Joltis, which will determine who will be the champion. Just 3 laps left in stage 1. Maxwell Smart in front. And now Chris Leone, the highest playoff driver, running right now in 3rd place. The question is he going to be able to hang on to that position? Nick Suchita is going on the bottom for 3rd spot. And we haven't really heard much from Suchita since the playoffs have begun. So we'll see if he can make an impact here today. Same for Mateus Matt Gomes. Last week it was a rookie that won here at Texas. It was Garrett Albertson taking the win at Texas. But we'll see if another rookie can take the win here at Talladega, or will there be a veteran taking this win? Ethan Sale in 3rd spot. And all of a sudden Nathan Ormond is in the top 5. He needs all the points he could get. Thought I'd mention right here that Coda Butcher owns the final spot in the Championship 4 on points. He has a 12-point advantage over Maxwell Smart. Robert Smith, Ryan Durante, and Nathan Ormond are sitting below the cutoff line in the Championship 4, for those of you wondering. Last lap in stage number 1. Maxwell Smart in the lead. Ethan Sale right behind him in the draft. Will Ethan Sale be able to take the lead before the stage ends? Here we go. This is for the lead. Probably to win the stage. It's not going to really mean much, but it's going to mean an advantage to start on the front row. We saw how great of a start Maxwell Smart had early on in the first stage. And he might get another big start here in stage 2 if he hangs on. Into the final turn. Is the 8 car going to be able to make a move on him? It looks like he's not going to be able to. And Maxwell Smart's going to lead us back to the caution for stage 1 to end. And the 20 car is going to lead us to the end of stage 1. Maxwell Smart is going to lead the field back to the green when we start up stage number 2. Maxwell Smart trying to win here and trying to get himself into the championship 4, and he's doing a pretty good job so far. The 20 car hopes to earn all those points and get himself into the championship 4. So stay tuned, stage 2 is coming up. And here we go, we're about to get underway in stage number 2 here at Talladega, the final 10 lap run to the finish. Maxwell Smart in the lead. Can he hold off and win to get himself in the championship 4? Those drivers behind him are also hungry for the win. Nathan Ormond is in 3rd among the playoff drivers. He could also try to get a win here today. Ryan Durani's in the middle of the pack and the rest are in the back of the pack of the playoff drivers, but don't count them out yet, because every driver's still on the track at full speed. You never know who's going to win here at Talladega. All trying to collect those precious points to get themselves in to the championship 4. Who's going to be in the championship 4 at Zent Joltis? We're about to find out in 10 laps. Green flag is back out in the air. Look at them going 4 wide, wasting no time trying to catch that 20 car. Avi Sachs down below into 2nd spot. Priya McShane up into the wall. Not a good start for that 24. Still trying to make a move. Who's gonna make the big move? Look at those cars going back and forth right now, trying to find the best lane. Oh, they're crashing already on the first lap. Nathan Ormond is around. They wasted no time getting together. And Isaiah Bernash, Cassie Reynolds in it. Priya McShane, Coda Butcher's in it too. Couple playoff drivers involved. And that'll race back to the line. Leader's going to be Ryan Durani. Durani was the lucky one. Into the lead already. But it might not be over just yet. Wow, they've already wrecked each other on the first lap of stage 2. And Ormond is 42nd, and with damage. Butcher 38th. Smith is 29th. Bouchard 26th. Behind him is Sharona Evans. And Chris Leone 20th among the playoff drivers. It's not over yet. It is not over. But Nathan Ormond just took a big hit into advancing to the next round. He was 8th in the points coming into today among the playoff drivers, and now his chances are very low to have him in the championship 4. Well, you never know what happens. 5 to go, back to the green. How aggressive will these guys be when trying to get to that win? Ryan Durani. There's John Andrews, Matt Gomes, David Aline in the top 5, and now 5th place. Maxwell Smart trying to come back and win this thing. Here comes Durani though. Durani leading, hoping to hang on and get that championship 4 spot. It'll come down to the wire for sure. Aline is in 2nd. Coming to 4 to go here at Talladega. It could be a preview what's to come at Zent Joltis. Durani hanging on to the lead. Maxwell Smart right behind him. Could come down to the final laps. Here comes Unleash Your Quillies. Max Ferrier also trying to gain on the leaders. And Alicia Quillies is not going to waste any time. He's going to try to go for second. Trying to get over his teammate. He's just trying to win here in this season. He's just trying to get a win this season. Max Ferrier's in second place in a part-time role. He's going to have another chance to win at one of these next week at Zent Joltas, but he wants to win now. And here he comes. 3 laps to go. They're bunching up. They're getting aggressive. You can see the aggression in every driver. Ferrier leads. Max Ferrier trying to get it and hold on with 3 to go. They're 4 wide behind them. Durrani trying to get on the bottom and is in the way of Van Tracy Battle. Still fighting for every position. Every point matters for the 8 playoff drivers, all still trying to get some points to get into Championship 4. Van Tracy Battle in second. Max Ferrier still leading the race. Dmitry Baranovsky's in top 5. Colin Francis. Here comes Sharona Evans. Can she make a comeback into the top 5 and maybe win this thing? 2 to go. It's not over yet. It is far from over. There they go again! They crash! Wasting no time, they crashed the big one! Huge crash again! And it will come down to overtime to decide who wins it here at Talladega. Ferrier leading. Quinn Porter trying to get second place before the caution. 2 big wrecks and it's going to set up an overtime finish. And I'm sure it's going to be unlike anything we've ever seen. Max Ferrier leads us to the caution. It will come down to an overtime 2-lap finish. Dash to the finish with no cautions to stop them. Max Ferrier leads. And it might be another chance that the playoff drivers involved in that wreck are looking for. Wow, what a race is this turning out to be. Oh boy, it's going to come down to overtime. Decide who wins it here at Talladega. So you might want to stick around because we're going to have overtime coming up next. Oh boy. And it all comes down to this. 2-lap overtime to see who will make it to the Championship 4. And Max Ferrier will lead us to the field to the green. Oh boy, who's going to win this race? Who's going to make it to the Championship 4? And Robert Smith you see in row 2 right now in the start. And then Sharona Evans row 4 in the start but on the bottom. Daniel Bouchard is also on the bottom and so is Chris Leone. Nathan Ormond still has another chance to come back and maybe advance to the next round. Same for Ryan Durrani and Maxwell Smart. And Coda Butcher as well. All with second chances to make it to the Championship 4. 2-lap overtime, folks. No cautions. It's going to be straight out racing. They're going to go all at it here in this final 2-lap dash to the finish as we're about to take the green flag for 2 more laps around Talladega to see who is going to make it to the next round. The green flag waves. And here we go. Max Ferrier, Chen Z drafting 1-2. They're part-time drivers. They have nothing to lose. Their final start of the season. No, wait. It's Chen Z's final start of the season. He's trying to make the most of it. And they're going 3 wide for the lead. Van Tracy Battle on the bottom. Sharona Evans getting the bottom line as well. We're coming to the white flag. Van Tracy Battle leads. Sharona Evans right behind the 17. Here we go to the white. Don Falconer. Daniel Bouchard also making an impact. As we take the white flag with 1 to go. Dmitry Baranovsky also on the bottom. Chris Leone trying to lock himself in as well. Final corners, here they come. Will the 17 hold off the 10? As they come to the final corners, Dmitry Baranovsky trying to make a move. Evans can't make the move. Barnofsky on the bottom for the lead. Chris Leone down low. Does he have another chance? Into the final turn. He's going to go on the bottom for the win. Here they come. Down the stripe. Barnofsky puts the block. And Dmitry Barnofsky is going to take the win at Talladega. Dmitry Barnofsky has won it. Holds off Chris Leone on the final turn to win at Talladega in a thrilling finish. Dmitry Barnofsky, what a way to get your first win. And for the second straight race in the playoffs, we have a first-time winner. What a finish that was. He blocked Chris Leone on the final corner to collect the victory. Look at that. What a win for Dmitry Barnofsky. Impressive run there as he holds off Chris Leone for the win. And I'm sure Leone is going to earn a lot of points with that performance, but he would have loved to have won this race to get himself in the championship 4. What a race it was. In 2 laps, everything changed. A lot of drivers changed positions. Wow. And we're going to have to take a look and see who's going to have enough points to make it in the next round. And now it's official. Dmitry Barnofsky is a winner in the PLCS. What a race. What a thrilling finish. Dmitry Barnofsky wins. And Chris Leone is runner-up, the highest finishing playoff driver, in second. And the next highest was Sharona Evans in the 6th position. We'll see if that's enough points for her to make it to the championship 4. Daniel Bouchard ended up in 12th, and Robert Smith ended up in the 18th position after all that. Could be a difference between making it to the next round and being eliminated. Ryan Durrani ends up in the 25th position. Coda Butcher 31st, Maxwell Smart 33rd, and Nathan Ormond was the lowest among the playoff drivers in 36th. So it's safe to say that Nathan Ormond will not make it to the next round. We will have to wait and see which drivers will be in the championship 4, so stay tuned. I'm going to be adding up the points, and we will see who is going to make it to the next round. And now it is time to reveal the championship 4 drivers competing at Zandvoorts. We know Daniel Bouchard won at North Wilkesboro to lock himself into the championship 4. Now let's reveal the other 3 that'll join him in the fight for the championship. First off, let's add the points for Maxwell Smart. He comes in at 4,024 points, add 4 points at Talladega, and only had 4,028 points. I do know for a fact that's not going to be enough for him to move on to the next round. And Maxwell Smart has been eliminated. Nathan Ormond, 4,002, 1 point at Talladega, 4,003. So he is also not going to make it to the next round at Zandvoorts. Let's add up Chris Leone's points, and I'm sure it's going to be more than enough for him to make it to the next round. 4,056 came in at Talladega, and then he earned 35 points at Talladega, and so his new total now stands at 4,091 points. So Chris Leone, safe to say, he'll be in the championship 4. Coda Butcher with 4,036 coming in, and at 6 points, his total now is at 4,042. Sharona Evans, her total came in 4,039 points, so it ends up being 4,070 points she added up to, so she has 4,070, so the target goal is 4,042 points. Ryan Durrani with 4,013 points, and the 12 points added, it's going to be 4,025 points, not enough. And finally, Robert Smith, 4,035 points, and he'll fall short as well. So not much drama as we thought. Not as much drama as I thought it would have, but we do have our championship 4 drivers. Chris Leone, Sharona Evans, Coda Butcher, and Daniel Bouchard will all be competing for the championship here at Season 41. Robert Smith eliminated with Maxwell Smart, Ryan Durrani, and Nathan Ormond. So Not much drama as we had thought it would be, but ultimately, though, we do have our Championship 4 drivers in the mix. So, those are going to be the 4 that will be in the fight for the championship. It'll be Daniel Bouchard, Chris Leone, Sharona Evans, and Coda Butcher. You don't want to miss the championship race coming next week at Zanjoltas. Until then, we will see you guys later.